Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trade, and all our videos are for educational purpose only. You're very welcome to follow any of our automated trade signal. As long as you are on a sim, we're not responsible for your trade. Thank you. Normally we start at 10 o'clock, but today we are a little bit early. And on the market analyzer on the top, we are about to have some new swing signal entry with an automated trade. And on the right corner is the scalping automated trade. And this is based on a 15-second. You can follow the signal. And right now on the scalper from the last entry signal, it is 70 ticks. As you see here, NASDAQ, it gives you the buy direction. Tell you 9083.50, target 909050. So you can follow those signals as long as you are at your own risk. We're not responsible for your trade. On this, it is on the blue chart, and then the swing trading from the market analyzer is on the blue chart, and the scalper from the market analyzer is right there, is also automated, full automated, ATM strategy. And as you see, the NASDAQ here, 9083.50, target 909050. And it is 15 ticks, and this is based on the scalping entry signal. Another auto trade, we are continue to trade this one here. We are very excited about this auto trade. We have covered yesterday on the private webinar, and as we see, we are up to $6,000, and some of them I made the daily target, and once you do the daily target, stop trading. As an example, the ES, it was a beautiful, started this morning, and I just didn't want to ruin it, and it is done. The mission for that ES is done for today. As you see, we hit target $1,000, and when it's coming to your direction, it's going to stay on that trade, and it nailed 1,312. As you see from the market analyzer, it hit 1,312. We are right on the money. On the NASDAQ, I left it open. As you see now, we have a $360 in that trade. And I'm just did not have a daily target on it. I let it run. And right now we have nailed 3,930. Now, if we look at the YM, also, I think the YM, I left it alone. I don't recall it. But also the YM right now, it is, you can use also this auto trade on micro account, where you can have 4 micro ES or 4 micro NASDAQ or 4 micro YM, whatever it takes you. And then also the CL. This is the CL trade right now. As you see, there is 210. There is one trade left. And as you see on the market analyzer, there is only one trade left. So this is where we are right now on the auto trade. And we are now it is a bit early. We normally start at 10 o'clock, and today, thanks God, for some reason, we don't have that much. So I have a free time, as I promised everyone. When I have a free time, I try to extend the hours. And so you can very welcome to follow any of those trade, and then we will be covering a lot of stuff later on. Also, we've been very busy early this morning with very good news, and later on we will talk about it also. But at the moment, that's what we have at the moment, and now we are on 6,662. and the market has not even opened yet. And this is really nice to get your trades done as early as possible so you don't have to deal with it the rest of the day. This is the whole idea, what we are trying to do. Also, if you like to, I will be also sharing some other charts with you. We'll leave it for later. You know what? I'm gonna be quiet right now till the markets open, as we still have like 45 minutes. But I'll let you look at the trades, and you can very welcome follow the signals from the first column here where it says a new signal. On the right upper corner, you can see it says a new signal. I don't need to call the trades for you. It gives you the new signal. And also on the ES, is gonna very soon we are going to fire a new signal, and you're very welcome to it. And not much going on, but so I will stay a little bit quiet, and then we will start examining the market when the market's open. You know, there is something you have to know, that YouTube, sometimes there is a delay, not from us, from a YouTube, especially when now you have to use a third company to be live on a YouTube. So sometimes there is a delay with a few seconds or a minute, and that I cannot help you with. And so you got to be careful with the delay, you know. But what we are, when we are broadcasting with a zero delay on a YouTube, and we cannot do anything. So this is how it is, and let me show you some of the trades on the ES today, and we close the ES. Beautiful on the. This is absolutely did not leave one trade behind on the ES. And once you hit the daily target, it's gonna stop trading, and it did stop trading early today. The YM, absolutely a beautiful trades. We had a losing trade, but absolutely is a chop on the YM, and we survived the YM as well. And the Nasdaq absolutely has been doing an extremely good job. The CL, it is very powerful, and the Russell, right now there is a struggling in the Russell, but that's how it is. Welcome to trade, and nothing we can do about it. But the main thing is the Nasdaq ES and CL. Those are we are using a lot of time on that. I can share also. I'm very impressed with the it's the same auto trade, and I want to show you something which, for some people don't know me, I'm a DAX lover. I love DAX, and I love trading DAX. And today we did 4 rounds on the DAX. It's the same auto trade, you know, different setting. And we did 4 rounds on the DAX, and right now we are up to 8,600, and the main things coming is coming from the DAX. So I don't know where to put that, but also this is an extremely powerful chart. And if you notice, guys, we're not using all those weird looking charts. We are using the minutes chart, which minutes chart reveal the reality of the trade. As we see right now on the DAX, we are, and all of them, they are market orders. And as we see, okay, there is a new signal here. So I apologize. I didn't want to block that for you. There is a buy at 32.8875, target 32.91. There we go. You have it. And I don't know where to put all those, but this one belonged to this one, and this one belonged to that one. So I will update you on this one. And there is no room to put everything there. And we need to also look at those charts and the signal. We are about to close the CL on this one here. Let's look at the Nasdaq. You see, this is very nice. We already broke even on the Nasdaq, so it doesn't matter which direction it's gonna go, it's gonna come irrelevant. And you know what? I can live with that. And this is a very, very important. It's not one of those creepy charts. It is 1 minute chart. 1 minute does not lie. 1 minute does not lie. And as we see on the DAX, just closed the first trade, and now it is fixing to take. This is really, really something else, and we are really happy for the nice job we have done. And okay, that's all what we have. I'm gonna leave it alone, and we'll see you when the markets open and at 9:30. All right, appreciate it. Thank you. On this system, we are using the same auto trade on both of them, same new auto trade. I don't know if you can see that on a YouTube, but we have hit 1,436 on that round, and today we have done 5 rounds on the DAX, and we hit the 10,000 on that. So this is a really, I don't know how to do this. So I don't want to block the signals either for the guys are following the signal. But this is today. And then we did go on the next round on this one here. And change the color. And I hit 10 grand on the and now we have an ES trade is struggling, but as we see, we are really excited about this new auto trade, and we are right there, right here, and we got hit with the Russell today. Didn't do that well on the Russell. But it still is Globex is not at the moment. The market has not opened. We still have 30 minutes. You should not be trading the Russell earlier. But we got hit with the Russell. But on that system here, we have hit 10 grand actually, 10,673. And all of them, they are market orders. They are not limited orders. And some people like limited orders. Some people like market order. And this one, a closed position. Now we have only the Russell is going. And I hope can the Russell get covered from the 465. And that will be nice. And it seems like we have a Nasdaq trade also here. I took a short trade, the Nasdaq, and let's see if it's gonna get excited over it or not. So, but we hit the 10,000 on that one here. I don't see why keep bothering trading, but that's how it is, you know. And later on, I would like to show you something we have done. It is really, really good. I know we have modified one of the entries on this new auto trade. We had a meeting early today, and we had a meeting yesterday. And I said to my programmers, look, my worst nightmare is amateur trading. And I know you give that auto trade to a guy who has no knowledge, he's going to wreck it. And then we came out with an entry. We are working on it as now. And what is, I'm so excited about it that is going to solve a lot of problems with those amateur traders. And so I don't know if I will show it to you today or I will show it to you on Monday when we have the private webinar. I don't think so there is a next Monday private webinar, but we'll find out. It's too early. I have some private matter, but as we see here, it is actually short on the Nasdaq. So let's see if it's gonna try to take there we go. It's a matter of seconds before we either, okay, we closed it. We still have one trade on the ES. I hope it's gonna go to that direction. And we have a struggle on the, it's been running non-stop, winning trade today. The ES, look at this, beautiful, absolutely. When I look at the chart, I find an art in there, and it's a beautiful chart. And this is, it's been running non-stop, all winning trade, and right now it's struggling with that entry at 32.86, which I think is short, and it seems like we're gonna hit above 11,000. If this one gonna make it, that will be really nice. And also the symmetry is not bad. Even we got hit on the Russell, and still a Globex is 9 o'clock. We have 6,482, still is not bad. So we keep monitoring those auto trade and see how the outcome to those. The signal, the swing trading is absolutely getting, because right now the market is changing direction every second. And as you see right away, the market is getting chopped before the opening. And I can understand that. And at the moment, as we see the signal entry, it is really struggling. The automated swing trading is a really struggling market, and but the scalpers are doing very well. You don't have to do anything for the scalpers. If there is the market trending, it's gonna trend itself. And so this is the market analyzer. To the one on the right corner is for the symmetry, and left one also the same auto trade with a different setting. Why this one here on the left corner has more money? Actually is not. You know, even if this one here has 10,793, most of it came from the DAX, actually. But if we magnify each one by one, as an example, if we take the CL nailed 1,350. The CL here nailed 1,270, almost the same. On the ES here, we have right now 812. On the ES here, it is 1,312. The Russell, we got hit with the Russell here is on both of sides actually, 145 and 545. But then the difference is the Nasdaq here, it is only 495, and this one here, the Nasdaq today hit 3,800, and then the YM hit 639, and here the YM hit 1,000. So we are testing it, but I mean, I don't mind to use the ES on a symmetry, and I use the DAX on a different setting. It's the same auto trade, so it doesn't matter how you want it, but which one it gives the best performance, we will follow it. So I can take the symmetry from the ES and NASDAQ, Dow Jones as an example, and I can take the other setting from the DAX and have it auto trade. So this is not bad, you know. And so if we had the DAX on that chart, then we would have crossed 14,000 actually. So it doesn't matter. As long as we are doing fine with that, I'm happy with the results. And it's 9/11, and we already done, nicely done, beautifully done. And right now we have the 15 minutes for the opening, and I think things is going to change to our direction, and then we will take it from there. I'll stay on hold, and we will continue right after the markets open. Thank you. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. This is the auto trade we were covering yesterday to our members. And actually, we have a very good news. We have also, since yesterday, I've been having a meeting. We have worked very hard on this one here for months and months. But then we've been having a meeting, me and my programmers. After 10 years, we are now a little over 10 years public. We know how the trader behave, and it is more challenging than the market itself. The market is easy. Once you know the rhythm in the market, it becomes like an ATM. Some people will get it, some people will not. But for the ones who are amateur traders, those are my worst nightmare, because they only look at numbers, they don't look at the market. For the last 10 years, we have been struggling with that area. And an amateur trader, you give him a top-of-the-line advanced system to trade. And what he sees here is rubbish. What he sees here is lines. It doesn't make any sense to him, and it does not, because he don't know. If you give him a piece of diamond, he thinks it's a piece of glass. And for the last 10 years, we've been struggling with amateur traders, because amateur traders' habit, we have experienced for the last 10 years. Just show him where to buy the license key for Ninja Trader and show him where to buy an auto trade, and he thinks he got it made. So I have a very good news. We've been working on that, and in the middle of the night, something came out in my head, and I will be sharing that with my traders, what we have done. We have come out with an entry. It's not in here yet. We are working on it as we speak. It's not here, and I will show it to you guys, and I will show you the performance. We are testing it on the server right now, and based on one trade. And I will be maybe showing it to you later on now. So what we have come out in that auto trade too, those are the same auto trade. What we come out with it, that how we gonna, and this is more challenging than this is more challenging than the stock market itself, and it is more challenging more than just a normal auto trade. How you gonna send it out to a client and without wrecking the auto trade? A lack of experience, lack of money, which we receive a lot of phone calls that guys don't have even money to trade. They don't have money to buy the software, and they want to finance the whole package. They have no experience, and they think they can pull it. And this is the story for the last 10 years. And then some of them, they say, Sam, I don't need that much. It's only $500 a day or $1,000 a day. He's not asking much. God bless his soul. But with a lack of experience, lack of money is equal to disaster. It's not equal to success. And God bless his soul. He only needs $500 or $1,000 a day. He's not asking much, that guy. And when you make a deal with him and tell him you need to learn, absolutely. ends up in a disaster because he's in a hurry to make money and to do the finance. And he don't have money to do the finance. He has no money to trade. And he want to turn his $1,000 to $10,000, or he wants his $1,000 to make another $1,000 every day. He want to earn 100% every single day. And that is not going to happen. But what has really made my day today, that we came out with an entry, especially for that kind of client. He's not going to screw it up, because what we have find out, when we first came out, we were expecting the trader to optimize. They don't know how to optimize. We were expecting for him to tweak the ES. He don't know anything about the ES. He don't know how to approach the ES when across the 10 days moving average, or the 50 days moving average, or the 200 days moving average. To him is irrelevant. We had some traders that thought the news is irrelevant into the whole puzzle. So we have had a plenty bad experience by bad traders, not a bad software. So today is the first breakthrough that I was able to find a solution for that nightmare. And despite all the hard work we have done for the last 3 months, non-stop, despite all this, it is today it made my day with the test. And I will maybe I'm not going to show it to the public, but I will be showing it to my traders. And we find a solution that well, I have them across, and I'm wondering why. I'm sorry, this one is belong to this one, and this one belong to this one. I couldn't understand why I cannot see the trades. And so today is the first breakthrough to deal with this kind of clients. And I look forward. And today we did the first test. And maybe I will take a picture. I'll log into the server and take a picture of it and show it to you. And what we did, we are testing the system on one trade, because the whole idea is for that guy has no money, no experience, and he want to yank the market left and right. So what we tested on even overnight because also we have some traders are overseas in Australia, somewhere else. So we tested on one trade. And also, again, it's not like what you see in some other commercials. 1 minute rank, one day is a rank bar, one day is a tick chart, one day is a banana chart. No. Minutes. So what we have done, we made the ES for overnight based on a 3 range, because overnight the ES does not move, And then we put the major ones, is the ES, NASDAQ, NCL, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, and 5 minutes. And straight out of the box, not dealing, and it's going to be on that auto trade, not dealing with trailing stop and stop loss, optimization, tweaking, none of that. And the results, they were amazing. And on the ES was a little over $1,000 based on one trade. And I will try to show later on maybe the results, and then we will go with the details to our members only. Let's keep it this way. So later on, I will be showing you the results of, because this is my nightmare, and we've been working so hard, but it's still back of my mind. I know somebody is gonna come and crash it. No matter what you give him, he's gonna crash. And I'm not trying to be harsh, but reality is reality. When a trader has no knowledge, a trader has no knowledge. You cannot make sense with him. So we are, and it is the first breakthrough ever. We came out with a system that this guy, we don't have to deal with him, because all what he cares about numbers. He don't understand how, where, when. What is the risk when he's trading? He don't understand. He don't understand today. We've been singing the same song when the market is stuck in channels, or the market is not moving, like the ES right now, hit the target and nothing. We've been singing the same song for 10 years. Nothing happened. They brushed me off, and they brush everyone off. So they still think just auto trading. So I'm not saying we came out with a crystal ball, a magic crystal ball, but what I said, I found a solution for that guy. He's still gonna get hit with losing days, but he's gonna be minimizing his losing days a lot, and we're gonna filter his days a lot. And but there is nothing called 24/7, 100% winning day and night. No, this is myth, and this is not going to happen. But we find something for that trader. If he put $500 a day, he either make it or break it by 12 o'clock. And after 12, if he's going to want to talk to me, I don't want to talk to him. Because what we are trying to do for those guys, run the auto trade from 9 to 12. And I can monitor it here on my screens. And almost he can get $300 to $500 a day without doing anything. And of course, he's going to have some bad days, but we will not support him after 12 o'clock. We will not even talk to him. Even he just want to have a glass of oil and a bodega somewhere. I don't want to deal with it. So those guys, this is the first major breakthrough we ever came out, and those are my worst nightmare. Amateur traders want to be millionaires in the market. You're not going to be millionaire, but you're not going to be getting in trouble. That's this myth about being millionaire on your $5,000. It's not going to happen overnight. So, and all those commercials, I have my own opinion about that. It's very easy to lose $100,000 in one day in the trading, but you will never make $100,000 in one day. Today, on the market analyzer, when we first started today, if you go back on the video, I want to show that. We were $10,000, somewhere around $10,000. And now we've been in the live here on the YouTube for almost an hour, and we still on the 10,000 plus minus a few hundred. So going in the circle, the reason is because the market is not moving, and that is causing a lot of trades, and the whole idea is trying to catch trend, and it is really hammering with a chop market, and it is struggling with the chop market. And as you see, the trades start getting smaller and start losing the trades. And Even on the new system, we had a breakthrough this morning. If you are not recognizing the trouble right now in the market, those $10,000 you can smoke them out within 2 hours. So you cannot trade 24/7. Once you hit your daily target, I made an example today to show you when the ES had a beautiful run this morning, hit 1,000. As you see here, hit 1,312. I stopped it. And now, because of this chop market, I probably would have made double, or I would have lost those 1,300. So there is a limitation for everything. One of the things is when you first start the auto trade around 8:30, 9 o'clock, the whole idea in those auto trade on both of sides is the same auto trade. The whole idea is to catch a trend. And some people don't know that, or maybe some people ignore that. The market spikes once a day. Sometimes the CL spikes at 9:29. Tomorrow the CL is going to spike maybe at 10:30, 11 o'clock. It's going to grab this 100 tick spike in the market. Once the whole thing is to stay survivable until we can catch that trend and call it off and stop trading. So this breakout we came out with, which it is really good that you have your daily target depends on your account, and you're done. If you are on a smaller amount based on one trade, you hit $300, $500 a day, and you call it off. You don't need an investor anymore to invest with you, for you or with you or whatever, because nobody is going to give you money if you don't have any experience. You're going to fail. And all this right now, they say, what they give you after you survive their test, they give you $20,000 to invest under a lot of tricks. And it's nothing. It's peanuts in the market, actually. But if you can nail the 300 or the 500 or the $1,000 a day, depends on your account, you should be happy with it and grow with it a little bit. And as long as you understand that you need to stop around 12 o'clock, and protect your profit. And we're going to be on everybody. We're going to be very rough on everybody to stop trading after 12. So this is what you see, what you get is a market order, and we are extremely happy with that, and we will be sharing some of this information with our traders. I'm not sure there is a webinar on Monday, but it could be the Monday after, but maybe we will find time to share some of the things we have come out with yesterday. It's not here yet, but it will be. So you can see now this auto trade start getting we have got hit with the Russell actually today. The Nasdaq was phenomenal. The Nasdaq was perfect, and the CL also, we stopped the CL trade because I hit the target, as I believe Some of them I got them on a daily target, some of them I did not. Actually, no, the CL is still running. And as you see this morning, it hit very well. And then we have one losing trade. No, actually, it hit the target, 1,270 right there. And it is done on that. And now we have the YM has lost ground. I think if you go back on the video, the YM was much higher number, and now start getting smaller. It got hit in the chop, but on and all, it is a very good trade, and we are keep updating with you on that system, and we're gonna move them a little bit to see what else we have here. And this one here is done, and this one here is done. So we need to look at this market, what's going on. As I said at the beginning of the year, we have for the last 2 years on YouTube, we have taught a lot about trading. And actually, whoever got it, and who didn't get it, didn't get it. We cannot do anything about it. But we can always, this year, we're going to be running on everything about automated trade. And I'm going to be wasting this year, all of it, on automated trade. And we did for 2 years nonstop on YouTube, how to trade, how to look at the market. And some of them got it, and some of them still don't get it. So we will do both of ways, and we'll see how. But this year, I want to work on only full automated, and from the signal to this new auto trade until everything. Actually, we are only 9:56 right now, and we are very early, and we will we'll stay quiet a little bit, and then we start cover. Let me look at this market, see what's going on. For the ES traders, the ones are trading manually, if we look at the zone, you have 3279.50, 3279, 3278.50, and this is not going to break easily. And if we notice, the system has estimated that the target is at 3282, and we are already crossed that, so anything below the target, it is done and crossed. And for the Nasdaq, if we are crossing that area here, 903,550, we're looking for institutional targets. It is a 900,650. YM is a big mess. The YM, don't even mess with it. And as you see from that auto trade, I think the YM was a much higher number, and we lost the ground on the YM because the chop at the moment on the YM, and I think we were around $700 on the YM. But if we look here, we got hit 2 times, and now we're about to get hit 3rd time on that trade because the YM is getting through chop market. So it's not really going smooth on the YM, and we lost the ground on the YM. So we need to keep our eye on the YM. And If the market turn around, you just break even and secure yourself with it. You can see from the YM is really chop, Russell chop. The DAX start getting chopped, so I'm so glad we're done with the DAX. The CL is okay. We're done with the struggling. And on this symmetry, we just took trade 4. And this is the only market today is struggling. And the YM, we had around $700, and especially this is a message to the guys that want to be on 24/7. If you go back to the video, it was around $700 when we started, and lose it all on the YM because of the chop market. So again, you cannot trade 24/7 non-stop. This is can you imagine you don't have the $700 in a profit? So that's mean you are $700 down. So if we go back to the video, we need to show you what happened when you don't stop trading, or when you let the greed go under your skin. If you go back on the video, you see we had 700 something in the profit earlier before the markets open, and we lost it all. And now we only have $20 left because the market now is going through a lot of chops. And if you don't stop it right now, there is a good potential from now till the end of the day, if this market gonna stay like this, chop, and it's not gonna trend, there is a very good potential to wipe up your $6,000 here. And this is, and here's the fun story. Then you have some people tell me, what's wrong with your auto trade? There is nothing wrong with the auto trade, but any auto trade, you cannot auto trade all day long. You cannot. You have to have a daily target. So that's why some of it was secured today and hit the daily target and never, like the ES, it hit the daily target. I don't know which one it hit. This one, no. This one, I didn't use. This one hit the daily target, the CL, ES. They are very important for me. So it hit the target. That's all what I need. Each one of them made over $1,000. Both of them made around almost 3,000. It's done. Now for the Russell, I don't care about the daily target because I'm not going to auto trade the Russell. NASDAQ, I'm very curious about NASDAQ. Yes, I don't mind to auto trade NASDAQ. YM has never been my piece of cake, the YM, but we are testing it. But my piece of cake is the DAX auto trade, the ES auto trade, the CL auto trade. Those are, and the NASDAQ auto trade. The rest, they are irrelevant for me. So on the YM, we are testing it for the clients, but for me, I will never auto trade YM. It's not my piece of cake. It does not mean it's not good. It could be just as good as any other instruments, but my piece of cake is a CL, DAX, NASDAQ, and ES. Those are my my piece of cake. So as we see here, the Russell today is really struggling, and maybe the YM will get covered from that chop market. All what it takes, a little movement, break even, and then whatever it happened, it happened. So this is, we will update you what's going on that auto trade very soon. I have not. As we see on the ES, because of those zone support lines, the ES did not break them. It's going to take a lot to break those support areas, and the market pulled back to the re-entry point at 32.8375. The same story what we have said a few minutes ago. if we are breaking that support area, we are going down to the institutional target, and never did happen. We're not gonna go long. There is a short re-entry on the Nasdaq. It says in here short re-entry 906325 is right there. And if you want to follow that trade, you have to do it on your own on sim. We're not responsible for your trade, but there is the system here recalculate for the re-entry point, and it's going to be 9063. This is your re-entry point. For the ES, it is for the YM. I apologize. The YM is a one big mess. It cannot be traded. Again, whether you are auto trading the YM or you are a manual trading, the YM is getting into a lot of a chop market. It's very simple. You can see it yourself, especially our clients. And you have the zone. As you see, we have a major area at 28892. Nothing is going to happen here. And then you have a double projection on the 28868. And as you see, the YM getting stuck in that channel, and that is going to have a direct impact on your auto trade. It doesn't matter which auto trade you are using, it's going to have a direct impact on your auto trade. And if you have, like what I showed you, the $700 on the YM, and then within an hour lost all the profit on the YM because the YM got into the chop market. So there is no crystal ball in here. There is math. And when the math is not working with the market, you got to pay the price. And as you see, if we go back to the video when we first started, we have 700. And within an hour, you smoked out the $700. So it is a very serious business to respect the market and try to cut off your automated to trade long hours and try to make it 3-4 hours a day, whether it's going to make it or break it. That's it. And then once you start getting adapted, let's say from 9 to 12 auto trading, let's say you are taking 1 or 2 contract and now you are getting more comfortable and now you want to go ahead and use, let's say, $1,000 on a daily target. It does not mean you need to extend the hours of the auto trade and you stay from 9 to 12, but you increase the lots and you stay on the same time and on the same habit you've been adopted for the last 6 months or 3 months. Now you know your auto trade limitation. Now at least you understand, like what we've been showing you today, the YM now is this non-tradable market at the moment, and you're gonna pay the pain right away on the auto trade. Once we start comprehend every auto trade have limitation. Once we start understand our auto trade limitation, how much can handle beat, how much can handle a flat market, how much can handle chop market, then we know the limitation, we know the corners of that auto trade, what can handle, what can, we know what to expect to see. And then when we are from 9 to 12 and we are comfortable what we are trading, then you increase the target, the lots, but you do not extend the hours of trading. Very simple. The more you trade, the more risk, and you're not gonna get anywhere. So we will be monitoring that as well. On the other system, most of them now, this is the trade on the ES today, and most of them we start by the daily target hit, and there is no more trade. We lost on the Russell. Welcome to trading. Nothing we can do. This is going to happen tomorrow. Today, target hit. This one here lost. A Russell, 1,200. We lost on the last round on the DAX, on the last trades on the DAX. We run him 4 times today, the DAX, and 4 times hit the target. And the last one is 1,436. Nasdaq hit target 1,150 on the last round, and as you see, target hit, YM target hit, CL 1,700, and target hit. So we closed down that auto trade on 10,400, and it is done with Russell losses 1,300. Now we are, if this market decided to trend, I can easily, we can go up to maybe 10 or 8, and we will be monitoring that as well. And we keep once a break even, the trade, we are done with that trade. So look, it's getting chopped again on the YM, and most likely from now to 12 o'clock, if it's gonna stay the same direction, and you mark my word for it, probably you're gonna wind up in red with the YM. And this is something, when you are auto trading, especially our clients, when you see an auto trade is struggling, it's not getting anywhere, it's going in the circle like what we see here on the CL. Pose it, you can pose it. I'm sorry, I need to reload it to show you the buttons, but you can pose that auto trade for 10-15 minutes and say, you know what, I will wait till this market to start trending, and then I'll reactivate the auto trade. Yeah, but nobody's gonna do that. Why talking about it? I'm gonna stay quiet for a while and see how this trade is gonna come out, and we will take it from there. Thank you. This is where I would like to show our traders about, I was talking earlier, my nightmare with amateur traders, and we came out with, we are testing it today. This is the first day. Now we are testing it on the server, and what we are doing, we are testing the measure.
Order filled.
Okay, sorry guys. Let me close this one here before I knock the hell out of us. This one here, we don't want it to do the DAX. Today we are testing it on a Rhythmic NinjaTrader broker, and we are using one contract only. So this is what I was covering. And what we have done, we simplify that sim 1 minute. And here it says range 4, but it's not, it's 3. And we are testing the 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 3 minutes, and 2 minutes. And actually there is one NASDAQ 1 minute. But anyway, we are testing the minutes. We're not testing whatever that is called line of break. I never can figure out how anyone can trade it, or a Renko bar, or none of that. And also we are coming out with a Renko bar entry on this same system here. But that one here, I'm happy about that more than anything you see here with those auto trades. I'm happy about it. The reason is, this here, you give it to a nice guy. He knows, or if he's been around, he knows how to work around it. The nightmare is the amateur trader. And no matter what you say to him, he's not registering in his head that you cannot do things here and there. So this one here, what we have done modification on, and it's not on that system yet because we just tested it, and we are testing that system as well. But we do separate testing on a lot of different places. And the whole idea for this one here, for a guy don't have money, don't have experience, and we tried that, in the room many years ago, trying to teach him how to optimize. He don't know how to optimize. He barely know how to open a chart. And then he blames everyone on his minus mistakes. So for that, which those are my worst nightmare, so for that guy, what I'm happy about that, I can put him on that one and get rid of him. Honestly, because if he's not interested in learning, I'm not his mother to babysit him. So, so you put him on this one. You give him a $300, $500 target, and from 9 to 12, and you're done with him. And then he will not go ahead and mess up your reputation, because he don't know how he trade, and ruin 10 years of hard work because he don't know how to trade. And no, it's not. It is fine. So if we look at this, what I'm trying to show you guys, it is can anybody see my charts? Can you see on the YouTube? No, it's not a blank, sir. It is your screen is a blank. So if we look at it, those are the CL. That's how I look things, And if we look at the CL, all of them based on one contract. On that trade right now, there is a $320, and this is a base on 2 minutes. Huh. Is it still blank? But I can see it on YouTube. There is no problem. Oh, there is a delay. Okay. Let me know, please, when you can see the screen. Is it still in blank? Can you see the screen, please? Can you see the screen? Can anyone respond? I think there is nothing wrong with it if you just reload your tube. Then on the second trade is 280 on a 4 minutes. Thank you. And it is 270 on the 3 minutes. And thank you, sir. And the 2 minutes is 255. And this is on now that trade. So how we can measure right now the market is really sideways, okay? And if we notice, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 trades. And on 11 trades, we have a very small losses. Out of 11 trades, we have 2 trades down $12.50 and a $20. So that is the measure, the success of that trade. And when I'm testing, I'm not testing how much money can the auto trade make. What I'm testing is, maybe because of my previous job with the airlines, I like to put the auto trade under stress, where on a Globex, where not when the market's open, because this is where you can get, and then when you are testing it on the minute, you get the pure results, how this auto trade is behaving. We can go put a Renko bar and cover all the minus in the auto trade and show beautiful results based on a back testing like some others do. But we're not going to do that, because I'm going to wind up with this trader nagging me day and night. So what really I'm happy about, this new entry for a guy is not going to crash my auto trade. And then he's going to waste all my time. We have worked so hard, and as I said, you give it to a guy, and he's going to crash it. He don't know what he's doing. He's going to crash it, and he has to blame somebody. So maybe that guy is not able to handle this kind of trades. Maybe. I don't know. I give up. So you can give him a different entry, and he have a couple of $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 max. You give him that kind of entry. You tell him stop monitoring, stop the auto trade like what we have here. Let's take the DAX. Once you hit your daily target, the auto trade is not going to take a trade. And let's show you the Russell. The Russell didn't make it today. Lost money, the Russell. And after it lose the money, then stop trading. So I'm showing you the losing and the winning, as you see here on the Russell today. We didn't make it on both of sides. We didn't make it. We lost money. So you give this guy this one here, and you tell him collect $300 to $500, either hit the target to the plus on 500 or to the minus on 500, and call it off for today. And then you go tomorrow morning, you start at 9:30, 9 o'clock, 9:30. And once you hit the target, either direction, you stop trading. And I'm going to monitor it here because what we have done, we have combined all the best entries we have from 9 different auto trades we have. We put them in one, the best of the best, which we've been working on for many years. We're not new on those entries. It is, we just picked up the best of the best from each auto trade we have. Out of 9 auto trades we deliver, and we made one silver bullet on this one here. So this is when I was in the webinar yesterday, I was showing the guys how you can set up your own template without going through all the optimization and all this. And when half of them got responded and got the message, which I showed an easy way how to set up your auto trade. But when we were in the private webinar yesterday, I had a very strong feeling 50% they did not register. And they're not going to do anything. They're going to wait on me to send them a template. I know from the last 10 years experience dealing with amateur traders, I know that's what is going to happen. So yesterday, after we are done with the webinar, I said, I need to find a way to approach those traders, and they're not going to respond. And what they are going to do, they're going to blame somebody, and of course, it will be much easier to blame me. So I'm so glad about that entry more than anything we have done. For the last 4 or 5 months, we've been working on those entries. I'm very happy about that entry because every time we have a guy, I get stomach ache if this guy is going to be nightmare or not. We have one trade on the YM, and it looked like we are about to look. We're still on the same. We have not done anything with the YM, and this one broke even. That's very good. But those are the only 2 left we have. For the question, somebody was asking after we done with the webinar yesterday to our members how the symmetry, also the same auto trade worked yesterday, and it is the same amount. Today is 6,900, and yesterday by 2 o'clock, 13th of January, 2:08 p.m. Those are the results as 7,700. So it average out is become stable around those numbers. Now, does not mean every day you will have the same number. Maybe tomorrow we're gonna be in red. Welcome to trading. I don't want to mislead anyone in here, but it's become stable. As I said, if you go back to the to our webinar from last week, the ES average 1400, and then you stop, and that's why today I stopped at 1400. And as you see, yesterday the ES was okay. It was a little bit lower. It was 725. DAX 2000. The gold 1400. I'm not too crazy about the gold. I took it off because I know from my experience on the manual trading, the best time to trade the gold is before the markets open, and then once the market open, that's what I have done before. I'm no longer interested in the gold, because of the thin volume. But you can do whatever you wanted to do with it. You can trade any instruments you want, but my main concern is ES, NASDAQ, DAX for me. I will not put a guy on $5,000. He cannot anyway. It costs $6,500 on one contract. For me, the DAX is very important to get up in the morning at 5 o'clock in the morning and auto trade the DAX, or manual trade the DAX, whatever. When I open the chart in the morning, I find out if it could be traded auto trade or could not be traded auto trade. You have to take a manual trade if the DAX got stuck somewhere in the channel. The DAX is very important for me, not for the clients. But if there is a client have the money, then I will share the templates with him on the DAX. No big deal, But for the average 90% traders, there are CL, ES, and NASDAQ. And this is where it doesn't matter if you are, when you go to the grocery store, does not make a difference if you made your money from your ES, NASDAQ, or CL. Anyway, you're not trading it manually. So it doesn't matter where you getting it from, whether it's from CL or ES or NASDAQ. But however, even on a guy with a small account, he can take one NASDAQ, one ES, one CL with a civilized target and walk away, whatever happened from 9 to 12. If it is a good day, enjoy the rest of the day. If it's not a good day, then tomorrow it will be another day to survive. But do not extend your hours. Do not extend the trading hours. You're going to end up in a disaster. Like today, as we see from the market automated signal, is nothing going on, and there is not much movement. So it does not matter. Today, whatever we can grab is fine. And now it is almost 11 o'clock, and the market is not actually tradable, and we did very well, and that's very fine. So we are done for today before 12 o'clock. And if you start around 7:30, 8 o'clock, if you are an early bird like me, you should be done by now and walk away. If I don't have to be live on a YouTube, I would have closed the computer at 9:30. I was done at 9:30 this morning. So I don't need to look at it anymore. And this is what it is. I try not to look at the screen uh, uh, if it's not needed, and it's not important because when you look at the screen, you always have the devil play with your head to take one more trade, one more trade, one more trade, and I trade sometimes in the afternoon or early morning with a gentleman. He's like a brother of mine. He's a great guy. He's like a brother. His name is Scott. And yesterday, and he likes to trade with me. We trade manually, and and his stop losses are 4 ticks, 5 ticks on an ES, and and he always say one more trade, one more trade, one more trade, and he can uh, open an account for. If you give him an account with 2,000, within a week he can make it 3,000 on scalping with a 4 ticks stop loss. But the guy has been trading for 12 years now, and we know each other for that, So, uh, which I'm always against what he does because he is an excellent trader. He is an excellent trader, and then he can go. Uh, he open an account, let's say 2, 3,000. He go up to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,000, and then he gets aggressive, and then he drop down to 2,000, and then goes up to 10, 15,000, then it drop to 2,000. I don't like this. I like stability. That if you are taking average a week, $500 a day, you're gonna have a losing day one day. Like could be Wednesday. It's a very chop if you have an FOMC. A Monday normally is a very slow market movement. Maybe you're not gonna have a good day on Mondays or Wednesday. Then you have a Tuesday is an excellent trading for a swing. And then you have Thursday is the best day. It's actually Thursday normally during the week. A Friday you have to start early or late on a Friday. So doing this ride from Monday to Friday, you cannot survive without having a losing day. And you're gonna have some days you're gonna cross the $500 a day, and you're gonna have some days you're not gonna make the $500. But if we can average it on a $500 average, this is a very serious money on a small amount. And what we did not give up the idea that, as an example, if this market going to your direction, you're not gonna have, if you have your daily target 500, does not mean, or $1,000 as an example in this here, does not mean your auto trade is going to stay on the $1,000 daily target. It's not going to stop. As an example, we see here, I don't know if you can see that on YouTube, the daily target here is 1,000, but because the market was going to your direction, close at 1,436. The Russell lost money today. If we look at the CL, your daily target is 1,000, but because the last one was a runner, it did not give you 1,000, it gave you 1,700. Okay? I don't know if the YM made it today. Okay, the YM made it today. And as we see here, at the closing, it was only 1,050. The 50, let's say, is a tip commission to your broker, and you are done with it. ES, I don't have a daily target on an ES today. I left it running. And the NASDAQ, I left it on a daily target. So the only thing I have left open on that chart is the ES. I don't have the daily target. And on this one here is The daily target is 1,150, and the daily target 1,000. So if we calculate it, there's $150 more, there is €436 more, and there is $700 more. So if we think about it, this is what is most important, is the management. So we have $1,000 more than what we were expecting. Okay, so tomorrow we're gonna start this computer, and tomorrow is Wednesday. Most likely it's gonna be useless tomorrow to trade, and then you're gonna be whacked with a $1,000 as an example, losing a trade. There is nothing called winning trades only. There is losing and winning. And anyone say a different is a scamming you. It's not. There is no way. Even the best of the best traders worldwide, they have a losing days and a winning days. The most important to have more winning days than losing days. So you have $1,000 today extra than your daily target, and then tomorrow when we are trading, if something happened and the market did not respond with your algorithm, and the market was a chop and a flat, you still can walk away with this $1,000 extra tomorrow. Then on Thursday, you're still on the plus, and then eventually, once you hit your target, you stop. I don't know what is going to happen on Thursday, but management, it is very important, and to be settled with your civilized numbers, daily target. Most of our traders, we have a great traders, I know, and their biggest problem is they overtrade, and overtrading, what we have seen for the last 28 years, overtrading is the worst enemy. The greed is the worst enemy, because they say they can do it, and then the secret why. When we were young, we kind of jumped from the European market to the American market to the Asian market, but then you get your wire crossed, and then you become overconfident, and then you start losing money, and then you get tired, and you make a wrong decision. Even if you are auto trading, you cannot. You can go out and wash the car and coming back, or you want to go pick up your son from a Birmingham, I mean from the, your school or somewhere, that's fine. But you cannot just go to sleep and leave the auto trade running, God forbid, because also in Ninja Trader or any other platform, sometimes you will have overfilled, and you need to keep your eye on the auto trade, not getting overfilled. If your broker fell to close an order for you, then your closing position become open position, and your open position become a closing position. So then you get in a big mess. So you don't need, you need to keep your eye on it. And if you, for the system we just made today, and we are testing on the server, as I showed you, I did it before, that you can take a small account, $2,000-3,000 account, and you put it, if you want to really go to sleep and trade overnight, then if something goes wrong, you have limitations. You have a couple of $3,000 in that account, and if something happened overnight, you don't care. There is only a couple $1,000 there. But if you only have $2,000 in your account, in your trading account, and you have blow up, you have wasted your money because lack of experience, or a lack of knowledge, or a lack of software you are using, and now you blow up your account, then and you only have $2,000, I would not advise you to trade overnight, because you need to keep your eye on the trading. So we are still in the circle. If you notice from that video, from around 8:30 and now 11 o'clock. And this is a big message to the guy thinking about trading 24/7. If you go back to this video, we were on the same amount 2 hours ago, and we were on the same amount 2 hours ago, and we have not done anything. What we have done, we are going in the circle. We gained some money on the NASDAQ and we lost some money on the YM. We gained some money somewhere and we lost somewhere else. So if you go back the whole entire last 2 hours, from the 8:30 to 9:30, what we have made until 9:30, until now, nothing has changed except giving money to your broker, and you are making more risk. This is it. The market is not doing well. The market, I can see it immediately. This is my favorite system to trade, is the signal. This is for professional traders. And I can see from the swing trading signal on the market analyzer, the market has been into the red and green all day long, and it is big mess in the trading, and there is nothing. So right now, if we look, what did we miss from 9:30 to right now? It is 11 o'clock. Nothing. We still going in the circle on the same amount we started the video today. When we first started, we were around 10,500 on the left corner, and we were around 7,000 on the right corner. The numbers has changed. The NASDAQ got more money, and the YM got less money. And I don't remember every number. And the DAX closed, but there is nothing to change. We are still on the same number, and every time you are taking a trade is going into circle. And that tells you to close Ninja Trader and go get yourself a life. Go buy a flower to your wife. Go take your family to eat. Enjoy your rest of your day. Sitting miserably depressed behind the screen, and you're going in the circle. You don't know what you're doing. You know, when you start getting depressed, leave the screen and leave the trading. Get the fresh air for 10-15 minutes. Come back. And if the market's still going in the circle, leave it alone for today. Don't get in trouble. There is another day tomorrow. You catch up with excitement, you know. So this is what we have for today, folks. We've been running from 8:30 today. And to our traders, I'm not sure there is a webinar next Monday. I have some personal matter I need to take care of. But I will updating you on the new things we have come out with, especially for amateur trading. We are modifying one of the entry, and so a guy will not, an experienced guy is not going to wreck that auto trade once we release it. So this is my worst nightmare. After all this hard work, you have a guy is going to come and rack it for me. So we have success today with one of the entry is going to be for a guy coming straight from a bodega to the trading and without making a mess. I want to say thank you very much, and God bless you all. Tomorrow it will not be a live webinar tomorrow. We are extremely busy. We have a lot of testing to do, but we will be back live on the YouTube on Thursday. Thank you very much for today. God bless you all, and see you on Thursday live on the YouTube. Bye for now.